Hello and welcome to Matador News. I'm Esteban Reynoso.
And I'm Jenny Almanza. The CSU Board of Trustees will be voting on a hotel on CSUN campus. Matador News reporter Sofia Gutierrez is on the newsroom with more on the story.
The CSUN Hotel would be an on-campus hotel with a restaurant and conference space. It would provide for university students, families, alumni, and the academic business communities. Some students are excited for the renovation, while others have their worries.
But I'm also a recreation major, and part of my major is hospitality, so it will provide a lot of opportunities for hospitality students to get internships in the hotel to help their careers in the future.
The closest business class hotel is over 4 miles away from campus, making it hard for visiting athletes and potential students to visit the campus. University Corporation spokesperson Rick Evans says no university funds, state dollars, or student fees are being used. But some are concerned that the developer chosen to build the hotel, Corvias, has faced criticism for the quality of its housing for veterans. The CSU Board of Trustees will come to a final vote this afternoon. Let's go back to Esteban in the studio.
It's peak fire season in California. Communities statewide are being notified of preemptive power shutoffs. SoCal Edison, Pacific Gas and Electric, and San Diego Gas and Electric are trying to reduce the risk of equipment igniting during these triple-digit heat waves. People are being inconvenienced by the loss of power and gas.
We have no well, no lights, no gas. We can't do anything.
Many of California's deadliest fires in the last 20 years have been sparked by equipment. PG&E was found responsible for the deadliest blaze in California history last year. They are the last of the 3 power suppliers to take these precautions.
President Trump delivered a speech in the United Nations General Assembly earlier today. He spoke about globalization, open borders, and military power. President Trump was critical about open borders activists. He says leaders and countries need to consider their own interests first. He went on to speak about how he wants to limit the United States' engagement with the world military. Trump says the United States seeks to find peace, cooperation, and mutual gains for all.
President Trump did not attend the UN Climate Change Summit, but he did take to Twitter to comment. He retweeted a video of climate change activist Greta Thunberg's speech, calling her a very happy young girl looking forward to a bright and wonderful future. More than 60 world leaders gathered at the summit in New York City yesterday, but it was the 16-year-old from Sweden who stole the show, calling on leaders to take action instead of making promises.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams.
Thunberg is being both praised and criticized for her remarks.
Puerto Rico is still recovering from Hurricane Maria as the tropical storm Karen heads their way. The National Hurricane Center says that the storm will pass near and over Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. Hurricane Karen is predicted to bring at least 4 inches of rain by the island. And late last night, the earthquake of a magnitude of 6.3 struck the island, but officials say no damages from that. Officials say Karen could bring down trees as well as power lines. The ground is still weak from Hurricane Karen. Schools and government are officially suspended for today.
A 5.8 magnitude earthquake struck the Pakistani capital today. 19 people so far have been confirmed dead. 300 are injured. Cars are overturned and large cracks in the road are visible among fallen buildings. A Pakistan Armed Forces spokesperson says air rescue teams are providing supplies and medical support. The last major earthquake in Pakistan's Kashmir region was in 2005.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is meeting with the Democrats today to talk more about the plans of impeachment President Trump. A whistleblower accused the president of speaking to the Ukraine president in July about the investigation of Joe Biden's son, who did business with the Ukrainians while Biden was vice president. During their phone call, Trump apparently said that the Ukraine would withhold millions of dollars in aid, unless Ukraine helped investigate Hunter's Biden. Trump says that he did nothing wrong.
This never happened to a president before.
Several House committees are already holding a hearing about Trump activities. If the House decides to impeach, a trial will be held at the Senate.
And now let's get the latest in health news with Yarazeth Tapia.
Thank you, Esteban. The Trump administration is pushing the UN to drop mentions of reproductive health from official documents. Health and Human Services Secretary Alice Assar encouraged world leaders at the UN General Assembly to make the move on Monday.
We do not support references to ambiguous terms and expressions, such as sexual and reproductive health and rights in UN documents.
Assar said that he spoke on behalf of other health officials that were present. Abortion is banned in several of the represented nations. Disney has gone vegan. Today, the Disney company announced the plant-based food items will be available at all of their U.S. theme parks. Between the Orlando and Anaheim parks, there are more than 602 places to eat. At the locations, parkgoers will be able to choose from more than 400 vegan dishes. Orlando parks will have options by early October, while California's Disneyland will have the dishes by spring 2020. Now let's get back with the latest in business news with Tyler Ridgle.
Thanks, Yarazeth. Marshall's, the major discount retail store, has announced it is launching its first online store. The store, which sells big-name brands for men and women, home goods, accessories, and beauty products, says its new website will have an ever-changing fresh mix of merchandise. Returns can also be made online or at its stores. Marshall's is owned by TJX Companies, which also operates Home Goods and TJ Maxx. Volkswagen executives in Germany are charged with market manipulation in connection with the 2015 diesel emission scandal. German prosecutors say CEO Herbert Diess, Chairman Hans-Dieter Pooch, and former chief Martin Winterkorn are accused of hiding large company costs. The company's share price was allegedly improperly influenced by the executives. Prosecutors say Winterkorn knew of the issue, which resulted in damage to the company in May of 2015. Other executives knew earlier this summer. Prosecutors say they should have ordered the release of an ad hoc statement for markets in advance. Let's go back to Yarazeth with more on sports.
U.S. women's national soccer team star Megan Rapinoe was named the best FIFA Women's Player of the Year. The 34-year-old won the award thanks to her performances in the USA's World Cup winning campaign. In her acceptance speech, Rapinoe urged footballers and coaches to use their platform to change the world for the better. Elsewhere, Lionel Messi edged out the competition and was named the best FIFA men's player. The Chicago Bears defense had a field day as they visited the Washington Redskins last night. The Bears went into the half with a 28-3 lead, but Redskins did not go down without a fight, ending with a 31-15 score, leaving the Bears victorious. Hawk Clinton Dix had 2 interceptions, a pick six, and 9 tackles. Chicago's quarterback Mike Trubisky has been under fire for poor performance. However, he put a great effort and his team led a victory. The Bears move on to battle the Minnesota Vikings next Sunday. Now let's get back to Tyler with the latest in entertainment news.
Thanks, Yarazeth. Emmy's rating hit a record low turnout 2 nights ago. The 71st annual award show broadcasted on Fox reeled in 6.9 million viewers. That's 33% below last year's record low of 10.2 million viewers on NBC. Broadcast and cable TV ratings have dropped since the growth of popularity streaming services. Dropping cable views results in viewers being unfamiliar with Emmy's winners. Cable show Fosse Verdon won awards with modest ratings, while Amazon's hit comedy Fleabag won 4 top awards. Major broadcast networks were shut out aside from NBC's 2 wins for Saturday Night Live. Singer Lenny Singer and actor Lenny Kravitz has lost his sunglasses. The star took to Twitter to ask the public for their help. The glasses were misplaced after his show in LA at the Shrine this weekend. Kravitz says they hold sentimental value and belong to a family member also. He asked for the return of his glasses, offering his email for anyone who has information. There are no updates yet. If you have any information, you can contact kravitzglasses@gmail.com. Today is National Voter Registration Day across the nation. Matador News reporter Jairo Alvarado is in the newsroom with more.
Yes, Tyler, today is National Voters Registration Day. It's an important day for citizens to register to vote. The CSUN community says voting is important. For more information on how to register to vote, please visit California's registration website at registertovote.ca.gov. Now let's go back to Esteban in the studio for our weather report.
Thanks, Jairo. It's currently 91 degrees in Northridge, and it is expected to climb up to 99 degrees by the early afternoon. It will cool down through tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies are on Thursday and Friday, staying within the high 70s, low 80s range. But grab your umbrella on the weekends, as early showers are expected on Saturday and Sunday before clearing up just in time for the Rams game on NFL Sunday.
Elementary school students want to make birds safer. They all gather together to decorate their school windows to stop birds from crashing into the windows. Often are reflected to the sky, but the kids use special tape and paint to deter the birds from biting into the windows. The practice can help prevent the sum of one of billions of birds' deaths that happen every year. Thank you for watching Matador News. I'm Jenny Almanza.
I'm Esteban Reynoso.
I'm Yarazeth Tapia.
And I'm Tyler Ridgle.